Alright guys, we do have a bit of a shorter video today, but before I get started, I do just want to give a quick shout out to Franco, Monster Tamer, and my team. Honestly, just shout out to all of you guys. We've worked so hard to make this like a fun and competitive team, and obviously we're not like a top team. We still obviously lose a fair amount of wars, but we do pretty well. I think we mostly only lose to like the top teams. But the main thing is that we have fun. That's the big thing for me. That's all that really matters. And I'm just super grateful for all of my teammates that have helped make that happen. This game, honestly, it just wouldn't feel as special without all of you guys. So really, like from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I appreciate this community that we've made so much. So with all that out of the way, our main topic of the video is going to be the future of Monster Legends. And the reason I want to talk about this is we're going to actually run out of factions for new ancestors close to the end of next era. So I've got a few theories. There's a few possibilities of what could happen as long as the game actually continues. I mean, for all we know, the game could shut down. Hopefully not, but yeah, so I have a few theories. My main theory, the main thing that I'm going to go with is that we see a return to Mythic. So we'll have an ancestor for every faction. That'll be that, no more ancestors. And we're going to see a big focus shift back to Mythics. Those are going to be the main monsters. And we're going to see talents come back. So if you guys don't know what I mean by talents, those are the exclusive relics that were exclusive to their respective eras. So Demonic Pact is like the main one, and then Kiridar's Horn from Galactic Era. And then some of those were specifically only available in like the legend passes. So for example, Seven Sins, I'm very lucky to have that. That's like one of the better ones that was only available in the passes. And then I'm thinking, just my best guess is that we're going to see a return to talents. So those are going to be in the era sagas, and then we'll have the ones from the passes just completely shift away from the ancestral relics. That would honestly be pretty disappointing. I obviously really like the ancestors. I think they're a super fun concept, and I would be sad to see them go. Like especially just having one come out every month, like it's a fun little ritual, right? To gather your tickets, get them ready for the new ancestor. It's been a bit tiring lately because every new ancestor has been meta. But I still have fun with it and overall like the ancestors. But when there's only so many factions, like you can only have one ancestor per faction. They don't have an infinite amount of factions. So that brings us to my next theory, is that they could potentially add in like a new faction for each new ancestor that's only got like a small handful of monsters in it. Like maybe it would be at first probably like the three monsters, like it would be ancestor, two companions, and maybe they'd expand on that later on. Obviously that would be difficult to make era sagas around though. Like I don't really pay attention to the lore and era sagas, but I think that would be really difficult to actually make an era saga with just three monsters in this brand new faction. But I think that's a possibility of what could happen. Now, my final theory is the one that I'm dreading the most if it really becomes a reality. Where cooked, it is basically the end of the game. If they try and add a new rarity above Ancestor, so many people will quit the game. And, you know, I might even be one of those people. Like, at that point, if they just continue the power creep that far, I'm just not okay with that. I'm not cool with that. I don't think that's fun anymore. So I really do hope that they don't do that. I honestly don't think they will. Like, I've seen people joking about it, but I don't think that's going to be like a good course of action for them at all. But it's definitely a possibility. And honestly, like, you never know. I would really like to know the future of the game and where this game is going. But obviously, we won't know until close to the end of the next era. Now, what I'm wondering is if they've kind of specifically chosen the ancestors of the next era to kind of close off the era of ancestors in some way. So, again, not really a lore expert. I think New Wave and Pirates of Petra are really underutilized factions. And honestly, Wicked Gaia too. And Abominations, I think they could do something really cool with that as like the final ancestor. I don't know if I've talked about it on the channel before, but obviously there's like big Lovecraft inspiration there, so I think they could really do something with like the ancestor being some sort of eldritch god, do some cool lore implications for that. I would probably get invested in the lore if they did do something like that, because I'm a really big Lovecraft fan. I've read a few of his books. I've played a ton of Bloodborne. Just really like the whole atmosphere, the whole vibe. So I think that could be something really neat that they could do to kind of close off the era of Ancestors. All right, that pretty much wraps it up for today, guys. I don't really have like a ton more to add. I would really love to hear your guys' opinions on this video specifically, though. So please, if you have any theories on what the future of Monster Legends might hold, please let me know in the comments. I'm really interested to know. Like, if there was one video of mine that I really needed you guys to comment on and give your opinion, it would 100% be this one, because I'm still kind of lost here. Like, I've stated my theories, I've stated what I think is going to happen, but I mean, it's really all speculative, right? And I'm really curious too if Social Point actually has it all planned out, or if they're still kind of figuring it out as they go. But either way, hopefully the game continues to prosper. I really appreciate you guys for watching the video, especially if you got to the end here, and I will see you guys in the next one.